Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. As you can see, it is a rainy day. So we're going to head straight on inside, but I just wanted to give you a quick little look here at the outside. But this is the 2024 Salem Grand Villa 42 FLDL. And that FLDL is going to stand for Front Living Dual Loft. So it is a pretty darn cool floor plan that's versatile for whether or not you want storage, if you want to bring the grandkids. You know, as you can see, there is a ton of room out here in what I would consider, you know, like the living room. So the nice thing about the destination RVs, if you're not overly familiar, if this is the first time on your channel, which by the way, I guess before we get into it, all the specifications like length, height, tank size, awning size, all those little extras will be down in the description along with a link for the price. So if this does interest you, you've got that info, you know, down there. But you're going to have extraordinary height in these because these are primarily meant to be kind of plopped down somewhere, hopefully somewhere, you know, lakeside, you know, enjoying like a good view, or like mountains. Imagine just a mountain range sitting right there, or even like a, you know, like a little river or something. But dual opposing slides, so you're going to get a ton of room, great head height, so you're not feeling claustrophobic. You're going to get little extras like that little wood beam that looks pretty darn cool. But the slides on this are what I would consider a super slide. So as far as like height is concerned, you know, I'm 6 feet tall and I'm walking under them very easily. You're probably looking at about 6'8" would be my best guess. A lot of great natural lighting. All of these windows all open up. You got a good place to play cards, have some breakfast. No carpet, so you're going to get the vinyl woven material. You do get recliners right here. So Thomas Paine, so they're extremely comfortable, and they're the kind that do lay back there pretty darn flat. So that way, you know, I would consider it kind of like a sleeping recliner. So if you're laying down at night, you know, you're doing that. And then, I mean, as you can see, the sleeping on angle on this is probably where I would kick up. If you're not someone that likes to sleep in a recliner, you do have a sofa right here as well, which I'm going to go ahead and pull that out and kind of show you. So, you know, just right out here, you got a couple good places, to sleep some people, but you also get room to sit down. You know, you got the TV right there, so really nice viewing angle. Now, this is going to be a trifold sofa. I mean, it's going to pull out and kind of wrap over itself, but you just take these pillows right here, place them over at the recliner, and then, you know, real nice and easy, you just grab it and pull up and out, and then there's these legs right here, and that's what's going to keep you nice and stable. And then you just flip down that headpiece, and now you got a great place. It makes probably about a queen size bed, would be my best guesstimate, you know, on that. But again, the specifications will be down in the description there too as well. But it's a great place to bring those grandkids. And if you notice here up on the front, right now I got the guards on it because I'm down at the Salem manufacturer plant. So they're getting ready to get shipped out, you know, across the country. But you get some great natural lighting there coming right off. And on both left and right, you do have, wife will kill me if I leave the pillow like that. You do have some outlets and some countertop spaces, you know, there too, to put like a put like your cell phone, you know, and whatnot. Fan up on the ceiling to keep the airflow going. You're also going to notice you get a little bit of overhead storage with the glass insert. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. It's also going to be hands-free, so you're going to be on that strut system. Looking like probably about a 40-inch TV would be my best guess. The Furrion soundbar with the HDMI and the USB, and that's zone 1 and zone 2. So that's going to be inside and outside, so you can rock on both sides. And then the fireplace with the mirrored reflective finish. It's going to put out enough heat to heat the entirety of this room, you know, absolutely no problem, and probably even get up into that loft. So on a day like today where it's 50 degrees, don't even bother turning on the furnace. Kick that on. That's going to be more than enough heat, you know, to get you through without spending some of that extra money. You also notice the accent lighting, and that's also going to be above the slides, which I think, you know, is pretty darn nice. The island is going to be a good size, but it's not so massive that it blocks your view of your TV from the, you know, the furthest left recliner. So that's a good time plus. Got your pantry. Put all your stuff in there, all your different foods and whatnot. And then you're going to have the Contour oven, which is going to be one of the industry's largest. This is going to rival that Insignia. So you get the 4 stovetop burner. You get plenty of room down there to put a turkey. You got storage, both left and right. except on this side is going to be pull-out drawers, which I really like. Not a lot of brands do that. Usually they leave them kind of open-ended. You also saw that they're going to be the soft close. So the top two are going to be like this. The bottom one, obviously, you just saw right there, but really nice storage. And one thing I do want to show is just look at all the countertop space you get just from stepping back here. So whether you are someone that just wants to, have some extra room for some extra stuff like a Keurig or blender, or just, prepping out food and putting the, some appetizers out. There is a ton of space, to get the job done, which I think, pretty much we can all appreciate that. No doubt about it. Flip it around. Stainless steel farm style sink, meaning that's going to go all the way up to the edge here. Looking pretty darn sharp if you ask me. Hitting those dishes from all angles. Underneath, you're going to get, some pretty clean cut storage and access to your plumbing. And then more storage for more belongings. And then you're going to get a, I believe it's a 20 cubic foot refrigerator right here. Let me open this thing up. It's just like the one inside your home. It just happens to be in an RV. Freezer section will keep stuff frozen. You can see you got a big old tray right there. Do all sorts of good stuff. And then more countertop space. Again, your outlets, so you can put, your Keurig, but this is actually pretty darn large. You also have your control panel right here. And then all the lights are also going to be, for the main lights, are going to be on a dimmer. So you're going to push and hold down, and then they'll dim. I'm not sure if it's showing up on the camera okay, but it's a little bit more pronounced, in person in general. But so that's just right there. You also have your slide out controls. More storage. But I hope you guys are having a good day. I'll tell you, when I left, I live up just a little bit north of Cincinnati. When I left there, last night it was like 75 degrees. It was beautiful. I get here, it's raining. 50 degrees. Not ideal, that is for sure. Control the heat and the AC right here. You got one of your lofts heading up there, and I'll show you that here in just a second. And then this is going to be an option, but this is going to be the what they call the China toilet. So your porcelain throne, if you don't order it this way, typically people order this if they're going to be dropping the tanks and doing a hard plumb straight into the septic. So we'll have to see if this still has, the tanks on there. But if not, you can obviously order it with just like your regular foot flush. I believe. I mean, it's been about a year or so since I've sold these, on a regular basis, and that was the case then. Tri-glide glass area is an absolutely massive shower, and I even like how the bottom is slightly like a tub. You get a couple inches, but that'd be kind of cool for my daughter just to be, down in there. She's 2.5, if you haven't seen the videos before. But a lot of room for two, no problemo. You also got a little place where you can, sit down, let some hot water hit you. But I also like the size of the cabinets here. So, I mean, you got the solid surface counters there. You got a good mirror for old bowling guns. I love that light. And then you get a pull-out drawer, and then you get some extra space, down here. And then when you flip it around, Suburban on-demand hot water heater. So as long as you have propane, you're going to have water. Or hot water, I guess I should say. And then coming around here, the loft is going to be both left and right, with the right side being a little bit shorter. But first, while we're down, I want to show you this bedroom. So this is going to be on a drop frame. So that's what's going to create, some of the head height in here, because it's going to drop down probably about an additional foot. So, again, 6 feet tall, you're probably looking at about 6'5" in here, I would say. Bed is going to be on a Versa tilt. So that's what's going to be that lift there in the back, which gives you a little bit more walk around room. In like the 23 and 22 versions, this back room felt a little bit tight. I've even got some videos where you kind of got to scoot to do into the dresser. So I really like seeing that they're, that they're doing that. Big windows, big views, big breezes. What's up, brother? So right here, you got a big old closet with some hanging items. Or I guess you could hang some items, I should say. 4 dresser drawers. And then heading up the loft, and then there's no way possible that any of the kids are going to be sticking their heads through that and screaming at you. That gives you a good chance too. You can see those accent lighting there pretty darn well. And then over here is going to be a double loft, so you can see more sleeping space. You also have a little bit of storage over there. Ceiling height, you're probably looking at about 3 feet or so, would be my best guess. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Hope to see you next time. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2024 Salem Grand Villa 42 FLDL. Have a great day. See you.